about this on my show. Who owns these record label companies? Who signs a Sexy Red? You can go out and you can get any artist in the world based on their talent. Why is it that when you come to Black America, you want to platform someone like Sexy Red when it used to be you platform people like Lauryn Hill? This is intentional. This is intentional because, as Confucius said, a Chinese philosopher said that, what is in your ears will eventually be what surrounds you.
I'm tired of seeing our women act like whores instead of goddesses. I'm tired of black men acting like niggas instead of gods. I'm tired of our men like Beta trying to debate with the woman. It's my show. It's not happy wife, happy life. Happy man is God's plan. You the head. You the head. You the head. I'm the head. Masculinity is not advocation, it's application. I'm applying who I am to my life, and whoever is attracted to that is who I choose for a partner. I'm not here trying to convince you of who I am. I'm not gonna argue. I'm gonna let you go. I'm not gonna, you gotta listen to me and I'm letting you the doors that way. Fuck out of here. Bye. Ain't no U-turns neither. You don't ask a woman to be submissive. You just vibrate in a way that's gonna attract the submission. And for the sisters out there who don't understand the power and femininity, cool, good luck on trying to be a nigga. Because you'll never have a dick no matter how much you try. Black women, you cannot be a man. You're not a man. You want to hide something from a black woman? Give her $1. You want to hide something from a black woman? Give her a job. Give her a job. When you listen to these black women, what's the first thing they say? I don't need you. Well, break down lack of needing me. Women lead with emotion. We move off based upon what we know as men. This is why women can't lead. They move based upon how they feel. We move based upon what we know. That's the difference between the man and the woman. And those emotions are important for her to have. And our detachment for those emotions in order to make a decisive, rational decision is needed for us to have. And together, that is the perfect balance.
Let's get it.
I'm 57 years old, first time I've ever been homeless.
Yes, sir.
It has opened up my eyes to how cruel the world can be.
Yes, sir.
If it was not for the African American community and the Latino community, I would have starved to death by now.
Man,
because
I got you.
White people are cruel and they're not kind. Black people have fed me, let me come in their home, gave me a shower, let me sleep on their couch, bought me underwear, socks, and clothes, and I'm so grateful to the African American community. God bless y'all.
God bless you, man. Hey, I'll see you.
So when you see a man who is creating an atomic bomb, he wakes up in the morning to go and create a gun, to go and plan the murder and death of people. These guys are in gray suits, blue suits, looking very normal. But they go to work, they go to parliaments, they go to governments to plan the extermination of people. You don't have to look at Benjamin Netanyahu or even to look at Biden or look at Zelensky. Maybe we need to understand, we hear what they're saying, but I'm now more worried about the quality of information that they have. And above the information, I'm now actually worried about what kind of spirit would make you wake up in the morning to go and design a bomb that was kill and exterminate 150,000, 200,000 people. Just kill them. And this is how you're going to do it.
Lightning doesn't really strike black people. Melanin.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like
Protects us.
repellent.
Because we are the cloud over the white man's sky.
I like that. That made me want to just go ruin a white man's day.
It's easier than you think. Smile at him. Sir?
You know what I love doing? When they smile at you on the sidewalk because they think that's anti-racist.
In 2017, archaeologists came out and said that they found a pyramid that is possibly 100 million years old on the surface of fucking Antarctica. Now, why is this crazy? Because if you go watch the movie Alien vs. Predator, go watch the movie Alien vs. Predator, the one that came out in 2004. The whole thesis and the whole plot of that movie was based on a pyramid that was under the surface of Antarctica. That was under the surface of frozen Antarctica. And in that movie, one of the archaeologists said this pyramid might be the oldest pyramid in the world, in the history of the planet. Go watch the damn movie. The Italian archaeologist in that movie, he said that this Antarctica pyramid might be the oldest pyramid ever built on the earth. Right? And you saw the aliens and the predators going to war over control of the surface of the earth. You see what I'm saying? Over, not only over human subjects, but over control of the surface of the earth. Basically, in the movie Alien vs. Predator that came out in 2004, they were basically telling us that the oldest pyramid is in fact in Antarctica. Antarctica was Atlantis, and the oldest pyramid ever built is there. And extraterrestrials had a hand in helping humans build it. All right, and there were wars that went on between humans and other extraterrestrial beings over control of this planet.
When you say African boy, are you stretching that across African American? Because a lot of Africans where I grew up, it's almost like they didn't want, not that they didn't want association with African Americans, but they made sure it was clear, like, I'm African. And I've met a lot of African parents who take education way more serious than African American parents.
Absolutely. Well, number one, when you come to America from another country, whether you're red, white, yellow, brown, or black, you recognize the opportunity here that you never had at home, and you take advantage of it, right? I meet African children who've already read the entire physics book before they showed up in America. You see that? Already read the entire engineering book before they showed up in America. So they thirst for the opportunity in a country that appears to promote such. Right. The problem is sometimes our African immigrant brothers and sisters, and I'm a Pan-Africanist, so I see us all as one family. That doesn't mean that I'm blind to the chauvinisms, the prejudices, and the discriminations that take place. Sometimes our immigrant African brothers and sisters cannot see the obstacles that are placed in the way of the American Africans who built this country from slavery. Sometimes they think they're more successful because they work harder. That's not true. American Africans work just as hard as African immigrants. You know what the difference is?
The fact that I'm gonna die one day and that everyone around me is gonna die and no one will remember me after a certain point makes me feel so good. Because I could do the best thing in the world and nobody would remember it ever, and I'll die and it won't matter.
Brother, if you die today, your mother, me, and maybe another 50, 75 people show up. By 2 p.m., half of us are hungry. We're booking restaurants. By 5 p.m., your mom can't shed any more tears. She goes home, she goes to bed, and in the morning she figures out, how do I pay the bill? And everybody's back to work. Long gone dream, baby.
I'm not sure that so much that people are afraid of death. They're maybe afraid of not living enough. And maybe if you lived enough, you could let it go when it was time.
Life is not just the passing of time. Life is a collection of experiences. When my friend Mark died at age 44, someone says, that's young to die. But what if he lived 4 lifetimes in one? It might not be too young. So here's whatever the span of your life turns out to be, here's what you want to fill it up with: experiences and the intensity of those experiences.
Saint Maurice was a very well-known, venerated saint. However, in Germany, he's only seen on the ground, covering manholes. Who would have known such a venerated saint would be treated as a degenerate symbol for all to walk on?
Superior Court of California, County of Los Angeles, in the matter of the people of the state of California versus Orenthal James Simpson, case number BA097211. We, the jury, in the above entitled action, find the defendant, Orenthal James Simpson, not guilty of
Let's look at the year. How many months are there in a year? 12, exactly. How many weeks are there in a year? 52. Good. However, 12 months, well, 12 times 4 is 48. And 52 minus 4 is 48. Doesn't take a genius to work out we've got 4 extra weeks. And what do 4 weeks make? A month. There are actually 13 months in a year. We are being paid for 12 months' work, and we are doing 13 months' work a year.
Bruh. Holy shit. So I saw this Shane Gillis sketch over the weekend on Saturday Night Live. They're doing a parody of this show called The Floor, and the running joke all sketch is that Shane knows the answers to the questions, but he doesn't want to answer them incorrectly and get canceled. That's what I thought the joke was until I saw actual clips from the show, and it just turns out white people just don't know anything about black people or black culture. Watch how ridiculous these skips get as this clip goes on. It's laughable, but it's also kind of sad. Check it out.
Suck it, reindeer games.
I'm not Ben Affleck.
You white, then you Ben Affleck.
Yeah, you are white. That's true, I am white. That machine.
This is what the Anunnaki said. This is how you know that these are not made up things from people's imagination, because everything is too factual. Like this necklace, right? Right. People online were like, yeah, is that Buddhist or that's this or that? It's none of that. Like I just try to find the answers to things. So is that
a ship wheel?
I designed this because this is that thing that you see that all the Anunnaki guys that have that look like a wristwatch, and they always have it, and you're always trying to see what that is.
Yeah, what is that?
It is a time, and it's a compass. It's a time-keeping compass.
That's what that is?
Yeah. So that's what made the carrier of great importance, because he was able to do things that were magical in nature, like go somewhere and get right back. Like, you know what I mean?
So, yeah,
like
that thing on the wrist was a compass?
A time-keeping
compass.
Yeah. Right. So you had to believe in things that didn't exist at some point, like magnetics and distance and probabilities and like when we look at all the ruins all around the world, like we're not seeing ruins of colleges and universities, all of that. We're seeing temples and synagogues and churches, but people don't understand that that's where that information was coming from for that period of time. When we went to these temples, they weren't in there singing and reading from a book. They were in there being taught things that they were able to go put into practice. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they were being taught agriculture. You know what I mean? Like they were being taught.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they had some very bizarre knowledge too. They had a detailed knowledge of cosmology. They had a really detailed knowledge of our solar system.
100% of the writings across the world, whoever said anything about space or the universe or what was out there, why were all of them correct, Joe? It's not even possible. Like, how did they know that Mars was the red planet, and why was it a worldwide fact?
Right.
Planetarily, that Saturn had rings, like.
Now, you as a Christian, you cannot find in the scriptures anywhere where Jesus said, I am a Christian. Now you go back home today and start at Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John and read all the epistles of the apostles. None of them said they were Christian. Jesus never said, I'm a Baptist. Come on. You can't find it. He never said, he was baptized by John, but he never said, I am a Baptist. He never said, I'm a Methodist, though he said, I am the way. He never said, I'm Catholic, though he told his disciples, go ye into...
Folks, I hate to say it, but white folks are largely professional gaslighters when it comes to race. We are professional liars when it comes to race. It's part of white supremacy and how it functions and how it works. From the very first African that was enslaved, we have been gaslighting black folks as white people. That's our culture. That's our tradition. That's our indoctrination. And that's what we do. And that's what we do best. We lie every single day. And we lie to black people. We lie to each other. We lie to ourselves about race. We gaslight. Gaslight, if you don't know, it's a psychological term. It's where the abuser tells the victim that this reality of you being abused is not really happening. It's just something in your imagination. You're being paranoid. You're being too sensitive. All this abuse is not real. And if it is real, it's only because you deserved it. I was trying to help you. It's justified somehow. We have always justified our racism. And if we're not justifying it, we're denying it. If we're not denying it, then we're deflecting it. The last thing white people would do is simply acknowledge the truth racially. That's why I say we're bullshit artists. We are professional fucking liars and gaslighters. That's exactly what we do as white people, and that's the fucking truth. And if you deny it, you're a fucking liar. 90% of white people today, right now in America, no matter how young or how old, we've been so profoundly indoctrinated that we cannot simply acknowledge the truth racially. Can't do it. And if we do it, there's a but or a deflection. Can't do it. 90% of us will not do it.
Brands like Listerine and Crest are keeping dentists' offices packed by ruining the strength of your teeth. These commercial mouthwashes are filled with alcohol and artificial chemicals that actually do more harm than good. That burning sensation? That's just the alcohol stripping away beneficial oral microbes, disrupting the delicate balance of the mouth's ecosystem for centuries. Oil pulling not only freshens breath, it's also packed with essential vitamins and all-natural ingredients, destroying plaque, bacteria, and buildup that not even the dentist can remove, with fast, effective results that could save you thousands. Say goodbye to harsh chemicals and hello to a happier mouth and wallet.
But you know how people be missing teeth like this, right? Why did they find out that you can regrow your teeth using ultrasound? And nobody's talking about it.
And for athletes or anyone sporting a toothless grin. It's a Canadian invention that not only plugs the gaps, but fills the holes with brand new pearly whites. CTV's Deborah Shirey explains.
Chris Miller getting some time in Ekman's spot, and Ryan Smith is down and hurt.
It was a jaw-dropping shot as Edmonton Oiler Ryan Smith takes a puck to the face, and yes, those are his teeth.
As quickly as possible for you.
It's too late for Smith's smile, but researchers at the University of Alberta could have a cure for future toothless hockey grins. An ultrasound device that regrows human teeth. Tariq Albiali was researching jaw growth in rabbits.
Accidentally, when I applied the ultrasound, I found the lower incisor grow.
Albiali is the first to try the treatment on humans. After 20 minutes a day, new teeth started to grow in a month.
With this device, we'll get these roots together, held them together.
Now this is the kicker. If we know about this technology, why are we not using this to regrow people's teeth naturally instead of giving them implants and veneers? That's just something to make you think. Y'all let me know what y'all think about them regrowing people's teeth using ultrasound.
Just change your idea, and the rest of all of you will get in line with that, and you will be successful in whatever that idea is. Now, that idea could be robbing a bank. That idea could be murdering somebody. But if you get in agreement in your mind to do it, it can turn out all kinds of ways. So we should get in agreement in our mind to practice doing things a different way, to raise our children a different way, to stop treating the children like they are a burden, and that they are in the way, and all that talk about the children are the future. Well, we looking at the future now. Do we like it? No, we don't like it. Our children are savage running the streets. We've let them get raised up on all the nonsense on every media that we could afford to buy them. That's not anything we're proud of. They're very ignorant and disrespectful and embarrassing, and most of us are afraid of them because they're so savage.
Those that benefit from your oppression are never going to do anything to empower you. Some of y'all are too busy trying to find the good that you've been promised exists inside of non-melanated people that you won't even build with your own people. Some of y'all believe the word white describes the character of people that call themselves that, so much so that y'all will ignore a history of violence and a threat to our community in an attempt to appeal to the charity of that nice, kind, good person they promised you that they were. You know, the opposite of the person they told you you were. And you think if you could just win them over, then something would change for you. People that benefit from keeping you down are not going to help lift you up. If you had a tiger in a cage in your bedroom and you went to sleep there every night, and let's say this tiger made you money and you got paid doing tiger shows, you might get that tiger some water, you might make sure that they're well fed, might even help them stay comfortable because you don't want them growling while you're sleeping. But unless you don't value your life and your safety, you are not going to teach that tiger how to open that cage. They might give us jobs here and there. They might make sure we get degrees. They might even talk about giving us reparations one day. But they're not going to give us anything that's in our best interest and adversarial to their own. Keep that in your mind.
But why is chicken the devil?
Listen, people don't realize what inflammatory means. In definition, when it comes to the body, to be inflamed in your kidneys, your intestines, to be inflamed in your arteries means that you now have, or major organs, you have now opened yourself up for diabetes, hypertension, hormonal irregulations. For women, and I get these calls a lot, hormone balance for women when they have high anxiety, problems with having children. So when I say inflammatory, it means that you have lost the ability to do something because you are out of balance. Get off chicken for 30 days and tell me how you feel. So a lot of women are no longer depressed. Their fibroids have shrunk. Their bodies are acting in a way that seem more balanced, in a way they're thinking clearly. So when this started to happen and it became a routine, and I've been with my father many, many years and watched this happen.
Right.
I was convinced then, I am convinced now that chicken is the devil. When you find out that chicken is inflammatory, what does that mean? I'm telling you, it means disease.
I done went on Fidelity.com and I done used my motherfucking social security card using the QSIP number on the back. When I use the control number on Fidelity.com, it says total bonds found 2. We clicking this shit together, motherfuckers. We clicking this shit together.
This video was in response to people saying that there is no hidden trust account or hidden money made in your name.
United States Treasury bills, coupon. You know what a coupon is.
I laugh every time I watch
What do
this.
that say right there, you dumb motherfuckers? Bitch, that's one bond, bitch. That's one fucking bond, bitches. Oh, my hands and shit. And this the second bond. Oh, my God. Oh, shit, I can't even.
You have a number on the back of your social security card. It has a one letter and the digits after that. A lot of people say that it's a QSIP. It's not a QSIP, but it is a control number that is used to create